Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fall 2020 semester. It's great to work with you and be here on campus with you. My name is JJ Brown. I serve as the director for the Office of Student Involvement, and our office works with student organizations on campus. And I'm also joined here with Amy Rockwell.
And I'm Amy Rockwell, and I'm the office manager here. Some of you may have worked with me in the past year, so I work with all of your student organizations, budgets, spending, deposits, anything to do with money and finance, that's me.
So thank you for watching this video. You're watching the video today, going over some student organization 101 information, some overview of programs and events that we're going to be doing and talking about for this upcoming semester. How OSI, how we can support you and your fellow students within your organization to make sure that it's a great semester and that you're taking advantage of all the opportunities that we're here to offer. And then finally going over the budget, going over, you're going to need some money. You're going to need some money to do things, here on campus. So we're going to talk to you about that. So that's what we're going to be talking about today during this video. So as you can see, the Caritas commitment, that's something that we are really encouraging our student leaders, yourselves, for watching this video to share with the other students within your organization. And these are real practices on and off campus, as you know, and it's to keep us safe. And one of the things I just want to remind you is follow at Villanova Community First. So this is something that there's updates that are being posted there on Instagram, and there's certainly a lot of other information, that's available. So follow that on Instagram. And then finally, you've seen these masks on, these signs on campus, wearing your mask, maintaining social distancing, washing your hands, staying home if you're sick. We see the Nova Now. There's, if you haven't downloaded the Nova Now app, that's also a great resource. It reminds you to do a self-checker every single day. But on top of that, we just want to remind everybody, of these commitments that we have to make, for each other so we can be in this semester here, for the long haul, for the whole entire fall semester and into the spring semester, because we certainly want to see you throughout the whole entire academic year here in person. So student organizations. There's so many student organizations on campus, and there's a lot of different opportunities for you to pursue your passion with others. Villanova means new home. And many times our students find their new home within the student organizations that are available. I just want to take this time to thank you. Thank you so much for all that you do to make Villanova a community, to share those unique gifts and talents with others. And on top of that, checking in with the students within your organizations to make sure that they're doing okay during this time. So during this upcoming semester, you want to do programs, you're going to get your budget, you're going to want to do some different events. Some of the things that we're recommending is sometimes it's going to be easy to do things virtual. It might not be easy to find a meeting room on campus. It might not be easiest to get a space to hold a program and event. So for large events, we're looking for them to be reimagined and be creative for the fall semester. If events are taking place online or in person, you have to register them. You have to register them with our office there with the student organization's website, villanova.edu/studentorgs. When you go on that website, if you click the events link, that allows you to go and register those events with our office. The event request comes right to me. We get a chance to look at that with the committee of students. And we're saying 3 weeks in advance for in-person programming and 1 week in advance for online programming. Campus Activities Team has been doing some programming on campus as you've seen. So we're looking forward to continue working with them, and there's going to be partnership opportunities, with the Campus Activities Team. All the events, any meetings that you might have, any programming and events that you're looking to do, you have to practice social distancing. You have to wear your mask, and outside is best. So we're going to really try that because we started the semester a little bit early. And again, we have fall 2020 student org guidelines that's available for our student organizations to check out on our website. So just go to villanova.edu/studentorgs and you can see the student org guidelines for the fall 2020 semester. What I'll say again is if you have any questions, email us. Amy and I are going to have our email address at the end. We want to put a face to the name, to some of the emails you've been receiving from us. And also the student involvement at villanova.edu. That comes right to us as well. So go ahead and email that. So a couple other things for the operations, as we kind of, get going for the semester, a couple of other reminders. Registering events, that's the most important thing. Online and in person, they have to be registered. Meetings, they don't need to be registered, but for events and programs where you're looking to do something with your student organization, that does need to be registered. So large events will pause for the fall 2020 semester. As you can see, the Student Involvement Fair, this video is coming out on August 31st. It's starting this week, so we're really excited to be working with student organizations through that initiative. First ever virtual involvement fair, hopefully it's the last. So that's something that we'll be having available. Flyers, you can submit the flyers online with our office. If you go to our student org website, there's a link right there to submit the flyers for an online approval. We will approve them online, and then you'll need to print the flyer and bring that to Doherty 102 for a stamp of approval. So please remember to do that. Vehicle reservations, they're limited. So the vehicles, they're still able to do trips off campus, but we're going to start, after Labor Day weekend. So please come on in, grab a form. We can work with you on that. Formals are a pause for the fall 2020 semester. As you can imagine, there's a lot of complexities with, bars and restaurants in the area to have those formals take place. Travel. So at this time, travel to off-campus programming, conferences, retreats, that's not permitted. But one of the things that we'll be doing in student life is looking at our, fall 2020 student org guidelines to revisit that to see if that can be relaxed as we get later into the fall semester. At this time, buses are not permitted. And then tabling. So regular tabling that we have that takes place outside the Connolly Center, at the Oreo, Bartley Hall, Doherty Hall, that's not permitted, just to allow a lot of safe distance between students and limiting that exposure. So financing. So budget allocation. So for this upcoming semester and for the fall 2020 semester and the spring 2021 semester, you'll need to register your events through the link in order to access your funding. So the first step is that you'll be watching this video, so we'll check that off the list. And then the next step, Amy can talk to you a little bit more right now about the process about getting your account balances. So you're gonna watch this video, you're gonna fill out a questionnaire, following this video. After you complete that, Amy will be emailing you the student involvement, the approved budget for the upcoming year. And Amy will talk to you more here about how much money you have in your balances after you start spending it.
All right, thanks, JJ. Just to give everyone a heads up, every student organization that we deal with has a university budget account as well as a fundraising account. Your university budget money that you receive each year is only good for the fiscal year that you receive it. So you'll be receiving it, say, the end of August, beginning of September, and you need to use those funds before the last day of class in May. Your savings account is a little bit different, whereas the money that you raise, whether you've done fundraisers, dues, or anything like that, you will roll that money year to year. So if you're curious to see how much money you've rolled from the previous year, you can email me at studentinvolvement@villanova.edu, and I can let you know what that account balance will be. In addition, once you've watched the video, we'll be sending you out what your budget is for this coming fiscal year. So as long as you did register for a budget, we'll be getting back to you. If you have not registered yet, please reach out to us so that we can get that taken care of for you. And I think JJ now is going to talk to you a little bit about fundraisers.
Absolutely. So fundraisers. So for this semester, we should work with your advisor. If you're not quite sure who your advisor is, that's okay. Email us. We can help point you in the right direction. Work with them, work with our office. But we're limiting fundraisers. Fundraisers specifically, we like to see them tied to an event or a program. And the other thing is, like, if it's increasing access too. So if you're talking like $5 or $10 to go somewhere, and then you're looking to do that in the next couple of weeks, and you're looking to raise money to make that cost $0, for students, that's a lot different. But you're not raising money, for like any t-shirts or anything like that at the moment. We have to pause that for this semester. Hopefully that can relax, as we get on. But remember, for fundraisers, they have to be, limited, and they're specifically tied, to an event or a program. Amy's going to go ahead and talk a little bit about reimbursements.
And one more thing, Dad, with fundraisers, a lot of you will be, if you're doing a fundraiser, you may opt to do cash collection, which in the day of COVID right now, that's not always the best practice. So please remember, you can always get a wildcard reader at the wildcard office. And I know some of you do use Venmo, although we don't recommend using Venmo. We do know student groups do use it. So if you do choose to use Venmo for your fundraisers, please be sure to let us know who the person is that is accounting for that funding so that we can reach out and make sure those funds get deposited into your savings account so that that money can be used then towards your event or whatever you choose to use your purchases with. Talking a little bit about reimbursements, a little bit different this year. We have the forms, they're all up online. So if you go to your View Groups page under forms, you'll see our under $100 reimbursement form or over $100 reimbursement form. In the past, if it was under $100, we would give you cash within a few days. But again, we don't really want to be handling the cash. So everything is going to go through our procurement department. So those forms, once you download or send them to me, you can either email, scan them into me along with the receipts, or you can always drop them off in our office here in Doherty 102. I will scan all that into our procurement office and a check will be issued. And once that check comes back to me, I'll let you know when you can come into our office anytime, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 to pick that check up. If you have e-refunds through the Bursar's office, you will receive your refund through direct deposit. I have no other way of changing that. So if you submit a reimbursement and you don't hear anything back for about a week or 2 weeks, reach out to me and I can check to see what the status is of that for you. All right. And JJ's going to talk to you a little bit about conferences.
So we know you might still be having the opportunity to go to conference virtually, and our office provides supplemental funding, for student organizations, to take advantage of that, whether that's registration fees, just specifically, with conferences this semester. So check our student organization website. There's information up there, that's available for you to utilize our office providing your student organization additional money. So, as you know, for the budget allocations, there's a university account and a savings account. And you're going to be receiving, after this video, you're going to be receiving your balance, that we approve for this upcoming year for your university account. And remember, that's for this academic year, 2020, 2021. Your savings account, that rolls over. If you want to know your balance for that, email Amy. We'll have our email addresses here at the end. Email studentinvolvement@villanova.edu. We can help you with that and find out those balances. The conference funding, remember, is in addition to that. So if you're looking to go something virtually, in particular this semester, we can help you out with that. So that's certainly something that we can do.
And one more thing to add, JJ, also want to bring up, if students, when you do receive your budget, there may be things that you need to purchase. So if you would reach out to us, I'm actually able to access our university Amazon account. You do not pay sales tax when you utilize that, so we can make those purchases for you. We all have credit cards. We don't want to see you have to do expenses and have to get reimbursed. So if it's something, whether it's a supply for a game or a price, whatever that may be, reach out to us and see what's the best way is to make that purchase, because we would love to be able to do that for you so that you don't need to get reimbursed.
And lastly, to sum this up, just remember, you have to register your events online or in person, and don't sign contracts. That's something that's so important. You might have a contract that somebody sends to you, send that to us. That's, myself, a colleague within our office here in OSI and Doherty 102 will help you with that. So go ahead, register the event. We'll work through the approval process together to make sure that can still happen, for you on campus, this semester or even for the spring 2021 semester. But just remember, don't sign contracts.
And when in doubt, reach out. We'd rather you come to us first. It's much easier for us to be proactive than reactive.
For a full list of all our policies and procedures, check out our student organization manual. That's available on our website. Everything on there is included, as far as the new student organization process to the vehicle reservation process to the flyers and budgeting, everything that we talked about today. It's right there in the student org manual, and that's where you find it. One of the last things I just want to bring to your attention, we're starting a training program. So after successfully piloting it, last spring semester, we're rolling it out to all student orgs this semester. What we're hoping to do is develop leadership and management skills and get a chance for you to get to know our office and other colleagues in student life and across Villanova for our student organization. So we're excited to roll out this program after testing it out in the spring semester. And we're really looking forward to getting this underway with there's 2 required trainings that will be taking place this fall semester. And then there's a total of 4 elective sessions that'll be taking place through the whole entire academic year. Now, students are required to go to the required sessions. So there's 2 in the fall and 2 in the spring, and you're required to go 2 out of the 4 electives. So you can go 1 in the fall and 1 in the spring, or 2 in the fall, or just 2 in the spring. It's totally up to you. But check out our website. We'll have more information up there. If your president or a member of your executive board cannot attend these trainings, your funding will be frozen. We want to make sure that student organizations are coming to this training. The sessions are really important. It really allows you a chance to get to know one another, our office, and proactively work with you in getting to understand your organization mission and purpose. But you're gonna, if you can't come to the meetings, you know, and you're gonna have to meet with our office in order to utilize your funding. And I just want to thank you again. You know, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Thank you so much for all that you do and working with us and being patient with us as we're all trying to figure this out, you know, as we get into the semester. I have our email addresses up there. Looking forward to working with you, and come and visit us in Dougherty 102. We're here, and we'll see you soon.
There you go.